Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to ATM Spellbound. So since the last episode, it has just been a little bit. I went ahead and I got things sorted out. So we kind of have plants and food, we have ores, we have blocks, we have miscellaneous things, and then we kind of have like gear and stuff, right? Gear kind of related stuff. And I was doing some thinking, and for our our three main blocks for our build, we have kind of access to two of those. Two of those being the lunar stone. I plan on using that, and I plan on using umber for our build. However, there is one block we do not currently have, and this is what I'm going to use for a lot of the walls, I think. And that is, I think I would like to go with the weathered limestone, just the normal weathered limestone. So to get this, we are going to have to start into create, which really isn't ideal because I wanted to take a more magic focused approach. But I think if we go ahead and get create started, and that kind of serves as kind of the heart of our base, just basically pumping out weathered limestone. That's all we're going to do with it for a while, probably. But we go ahead and start into that and get the weathered limestone being created. Then we have the blocks that we need to actually build the walls, and we can start building kind of the structure part of it, the really structured part of it, where we kind of have a building. It's not going to be like the garden or the underground, but we can start with the actual structure. So to that end, that is where we're going to be starting today. Now there is a quest line here for create, so we're going to go ahead and just kind of follow the quest line here. Oh, and we actually just get a wrench and Lady Lexi head. So we'll just put this down. My fox did escape. She climbed the wall there and slipped out. So I didn't think about it when I was putting chests out. Also, one thing I do want to do is do a /set home so that we can, come out here and do /home like that. So that we do have a quick teleport back to our little camp today. Now, as far as what we're going to need, we're basically going to need fans and meals. And then we can start making the weathered limestone. Then, of course, we're going to have to generate some power and stuff as well. So, yeah, we'll just go over to the andesite casing. However, one thing I do not have is andesite. So, first and foremost, we are going to have to just go straight out to the overworld, which is fine. And I think instead of doing a cobble gen, because I really don't want to do a create cobble gen, we did one in Valhelsia, and it came out to be kind of laggy, I think, because of the fluids. Let's use this cave. Oh, good God. I don't know what that is. Is that, it almost, in some way, sounded like assassin skeletons, but I don't think that's what it was. So I'm not sure. All I see on the map is the white dots floating around, really, and that means the bats there, so. Real quick, though, what is the recipe for andesite? It is diorite and cobblestone. So if we get diorite or granite, because I think we can switch between them, we'll just keep an eye out for any of those stones. But we do need to do some mining anyways, because we're going to need it. So I don't mind doing a bit of mining. And I think instead of doing a cobble gen and going straight for that part, instead I do need to do a lot of mining. And if I need mining for building materials, then that's going to keep me mining. Because if I just set up some kind of a generator to make us cobblestone, I'm actually going to probably be very lazy when it comes to mining. I already know it. I won't deny it, because I'll just want to build. And so I think what we're going to do is use our cobblestone that we get from mining, like right now. We're going to keep that cobblestone, and we are going to be using it towards making our weathered limestone for some time, and then down the road we will switch to an automatic cobble gen. But and we're going to use this mine here. Oh, we got a honing on our Maddock. But we're going to use this mine here for just kind of pulling up general resources. Because, of course, our mine and our underground area in our actual home dimension isn't going to be of much use to us as far as getting materials that are useful for most things. Nope. Nope. And also getting additional dark gems will be good too, because we are going to need these. Now, we might be able to make, let's see, andesite is diorite. Diorite is, it's a nether quartz, yeah. So, I'm not going to the nether right now. I'm not doing it. And yeah, we'll definitely be using a shield in this pack. A lot of times I don't like running shields because I don't like having that part of my screen covered up, like most of the time. But this, with the ring, with the cursed ring, we're definitely going to be running shield for some time, I'm sure. Oh god. Oh man. Paralyzing and wounding. Legendary. Baby zombie of doom. What book did we get? We got Haunting 2. Attacking enemies deals extra magic damage. And we got Blessing. Chance to receive a short buff when hit. Aha. Hulking zombie. I got scared for a second because I was like, man, he's going to come at us. But no, I'm not aligned with anybody just yet. So. Oh, there's glowstone here. Why? Oh, there's andesite here. I didn't even see it, to be honest. There's some kind of a structure. Oh, it's one of these, like, underground, really, like, lush areas. That actually works out because that means we're going to be able to get a lot of andesite very, very easily, as you can tell. My pick did break, but we do have 2 stacks of andesite, which is pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and repair our pick. Oh, you know what, though? I did not bring any iron with me. Well, that's alright. That's okay. We got enough andesite to get started, so I kind of wanted those dark gems, but it's not a big deal. Alright, so we're just going to warp on home. Looks like we can do that cross-dimensionally. That's wonderful. Okay, so andesite alloy. Let's go ahead and make 9 of those. That's something we're going to be running through, like, constant. Oh, they want us to get 32 of it. Honestly, that's probably not a bad idea. I should probably get more iron smelting up, though. We've got, actually, we've got a stack. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do this. Get that going. And I should probably go ahead and smelt up some copper as well. And then let's get our andesite alloy. I'm just going to shoot for, let's just get it all. Let's just get it all, because I know long term at least we're going to end up using the stuff. And that way we get that as well. And then for the andesite casings, we don't have any wood. Let's just go ahead and get a bunch of that. And then let's get like 4 crafts of these. That's going to complete a quest for us. And no reward for that. That's fine. Okay. Now we are going to need, at bare minimum, 2 encased fans. So we're going to need to make ourselves a bunch of cog wheels at this point. So we'll just do that and that. Honestly, 32 is probably sufficient. What do we get from that? 8 more cog wheels. Okay. Do we want to go water wheels or do we want to go wind? I mean, there's the flywheels too, but I think we'll just go with like wind or water. For right now. And I feel like water might be the cheapest route to go. Yeah. Let's actually just go with water wheels this time. We will end up doing some wind, I'm positive, because wind is my personal favorite method to go. How many, they want 8. Might as well do it, just to get the quest out of the way. Because we are going to get a free water wheel up here as well. And we get 8 more for the water wheels. There's 3 of those. And then we get our free water wheel. Now the shafts. Let's also go ahead and get some of these. 16. We're only going to go a short distance with this. We're not going to do anything too massive today. So that should be sufficient. Mechanical belts, yes, but oh man, I'm gonna get kelp though. Oh, we're gonna have to get a presser though to get our iron plates. Okay, we can do that though. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a mechanical press. There's that. That's gonna complete a quest for us. No reward from that. That's fine. Am I blind, or is there not a meal on here? For some reason, I cannot see the meal. I was just curious if it had a quest, but I cannot see it. But for that matter, I don't see the grindstone either. That's fine. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves a depot as well. And then let's go ahead and do some setup here. I am going to need a bucket just so I can move some water up. And the setup that we're going to be doing today may get moved because I don't have any kind of a structure started. But like I said, I do need the kind of what we're going to be doing today to actually start creating my structure. So we're going to grab that and we're just going to warp back up. Oh, and our copper is done. Okay, so for our create stuff, we'll just set it up right up here, I think. And let's see, if we just place this out. Yeah, we need to go this way. Okay. Yeah, so we'll just do like that, and that way we can just run this through. Oh yeah, I gotta fix this. But our setup today, it'll most definitely get moved. It'll most definitely get some tweaks, and it will most definitely get cleaned up. But we really need blocks to get started with everything, so we're just gonna do like this. Clear that out. There we go. And we'll go ahead and just run this block here, and we'll put our water in. Now let me go get just a little bit more water. I know they're all spinning, but I think if I have all of these covered, it's actually going to be a bit faster. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up also. This is where our kinetic power will come through. And while I'm at it, I'm actually just going to go ahead and make an infinite water source up here. So we've got it. There we go. That's spinning up now. And then we can attach our shaft just to bring the kind of the power in through here. It doesn't seem like it's super fast, but I think it's going to be enough power to run what we're going to be doing today. So, all right, now for the millstone, it's just like that. I'm actually going to need to go get wood. I might poke my head through here in a moment and see if it's daytime or not. So it's going to be cobblestone to... well, wait a second. Can we get sand? So I'd have to mine sand to get the lime sand until we get the crusher. So we'll go ahead and get a gearbox. Actually, let's just go ahead and get like 4 to start with. I know we're going to need a bunch of these. And we're going to go ahead and convert one of these into a vertical. But the vertical, we're just going to have it sitting here, and that way it can bring up some of our kinetic power. And then we'll have the cogwheel sitting there, and this will be our first millstone. This is, whoops. This will be our first millstone. This is going to be the one that breaks down the cobblestone. And at this point, I really need to go get wood, because I don't have, like, any. So let me just pop through. Let me go grab some wood real fast. I mean, I know we've got trees here, but I don't want to chop down a bunch of our trees when I can step to the portal and deforest massive jungle trees and not impact my landscape. Because I'm going to have to clear here anyways for our hub. So. Oh, but it is very, very nasty and dangerous. Ah, ha, ha. Okay. I need, we're going to have to set something up to detect when it's day and night. Or just actually build that out, that area out. That would be an option as well. Okay, we got a stack of mahogany, which should do the trick. Okay, but let me go ahead and get a hopper. Actually, probably have it right here. And that way we can throw cobblestone in, and that'll get milled and turned into our gravel for us. And then we'll go ahead and have a hopper feed over right there so it can grab the gravel from the millstone once it's finished. And then we'll just toss that into there and let that run. Go ahead and start breaking that down for now. But we'll definitely have to tweak this, but I just don't have a building at the moment to build in. So now at this point, can I do this? I think, honestly, there's a part of me that wants to do it without mechanical belts just because of the dried kelp. And I don't have immediate access, and that's like a whole other beast to get into. To get my hands on that right this second. So, might actually do this without mechanical belts for the time being, I think. So let's go ahead, actually instead of a shaft there, let's just have a cog wheel that comes out right here. And then to get our mechanical crafters, even if it's a little bit manual to where I have to manually move the items over for a moment, that's okay as long as I can start producing the blocks that I need. Oh, man. I didn't think about that. Of course, one solution is just using sand and milling that and cutting out the grindstones until we go to the nether. And I mean, there's a pretty good chance there's other structures that we may come across that'll give us nether quartz. I worry about going to the nether right now. And the reason being, pigmen, I have a sneaking suspicion that pigmen are going to be aggressive on sight with this ring. Otherwise, I mean, the nether wouldn't be any big thing since we don't have a mana and artifice faction. But pigmen and the ring, I think, is going to make that really, really bad. So I think what we'll do is we'll just do sand, and I'll go out and just get a bunch of sand, just kind of bulk mine it up. Because if I fill up the backpack with sand, we'll have enough to get us through for now. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Okay, so let me go ahead. At this point, we're going to need a couple encased fans. And this is where our mechanical press is going to come in. So what we're going to do, let's just break this off. Let's put a vertical gearbox in. I think I actually want it to go like that. Then we'll put the mechanical press in and the depot here. And then that way we can take and we can put our iron in. We definitely don't have a lot of speed. Of course, you can use a large cog wheel and small cog wheels to speed it up. We will later, but only having a few water wheels, I don't know, that we'll be able to support it if we were to do that much. Okay, so there's that. I'm actually going to need 2 of these, though. So let me just put on 4 real quick. And then we can go ahead and get our first encased fan. So there's that. We got a quest complete from that. Let me get a bucket of water because we're going to have to do some washing and some smelting. Granted, we could do the smelting without the encased fan. The encased fan is going to save us fuel. So I'd like to go with that, I think. And since we're already kind of in the territory of it. And that'll just make it a bit cheaper because we'd end up running through a lot of fuel trying to build a base. Okay, so what we'll do is for the encased fans, let's go ahead and use vertical gearbox. And then we'll just do another vertical gearbox there. And then we'll have the encased fans. They do power from the back. Yeah. So let's just grab our wrench and rotate that. So that's going to be pulling. We want to be pushing. So what we'll do to fix that is we'll just make another gearbox. And we should be able to get our other encased fan now as well. So it'll be a little bit manual. We'll have to kind of move items on our own, but beyond that, it's actually not too bad. Oh yeah, I need to make this into a vertical. And we'll we'll just rotate it like that. And then if we were to put in the encased fan there, that's going to be pushing us. And then if we do it on this side, that's going to be pushing us. Perfect. Oh, God. Oh, man. This is why I'm trying to build a base right now. So let's go ahead. This is going to look really, really fancy, I know. We'll put that in, and we'll put the water in. Right there. So this side will do the water stuff, and the other side is going to be doing the lava stuff. I'm actually going to go ahead and head out. We need some lava. It is possible to get lava here, by the way, but I'm going to see if it's daytime in the overworld, and if it is, we'll get lava there. I've got a lot of beetles spawning. Oh gosh. And skeletons. And zombies. And I hear drowned. My God. Okay, I think we're safe though. Okay, now right up here, it looks like there might be some lava there. I just need one bucket is all. And really, if we wanted to, a really easy solution, and I don't know, it's something that we could do is go for like sandy bees from resourceful bees and produce sand that way. But I don't think that I want to shoot for automatic resources like right at the gate like that. Because to be perfectly honest, a pack that has no tech is something that I've been wanting for a very long time. And I don't want to kind of cheapen the experience by shooting for automatic resources too fast. I'd rather take our time and enjoy it. I'm going to go ahead and get a bit of sand because we're going to want that for producing our first bits of weathered limestone. But I think if we just manually collect sand at first, I think that'll be alright for us. Because there's 3 stacks. That's going to make 3 stacks of weathered limestone, so we'll be in a pretty good spot. Okay, so we'll just warp on home now. We've got plenty of sand. Oh, we're overstressed. Apparently. I mean, worst comes to worst, I can remove... Go away, you. Worst comes to worst, I can remove that. You know, that's not a big deal. But we're going to go ahead and throw all that sand into there. That's going to give us about 5 stacks. And if we are overstressed, I don't know that we are. I don't feel like we are. But just to be on the safe side, we can remove this. Because it's not actually something that we need anymore. Okay, and then what does it take to get the funnels? Oh, man, they take kelp too. Mechanical arms, do they require... They require brass, though, so... That's not something that we're going to be able to pull off. Okay, well, let me grab a piece of this lime sand real quick. Maybe we'll be okay. Maybe that beetle won't harass us for just a moment here. Oh! Oh my gosh. Stick my head down there to make sure it was in the right spot. Whoops. That was 100% my bad there. That will blow to there. Yeah, it actually changes before it gets to this point right here. So we're going to go ahead and make use of that. Oh, I saw a beetle. I just don't know if that beetle saw me. But what we'll do is we'll go ahead and just make 2 more hoppers. And then let me go ahead and just make a couple more chests. Now, like I said, we will have to, for right now, we'll have to manually move this stuff until we get either conveyor pipes or we get into, you know, an actual, like, magic mod or something like that. I think, yeah, I can move in here. So, those things will annihilate me, apparently. we'll do like that. And then that way it can just blow the items, and then we can just kind of drop them right in here, you know? And then they'll get changed over. And then we'll do the same thing right over here. It's not like crazy beautiful, but it gives us a semi-automated way to make the limestone that we need. Because then, of course, with this, we could just throw it down right there. Of course, we could do a dispenser and have it drop it, but it's not really a big deal. It's no biggie. Actually, even better, let's do that. And then that way we can fill this back in and just have that glass kind of blocking half of it right there. And it looks like right now with this setup, I mean, we'll have to kind of control how many items are getting put in. 16, I think, works, but if we go up to, say, like 24 or something like that, it doesn't work. So there we go. But we can do in batches, like toss that down now, and then both of those should get changed over. And there we go. And then we could just pack it over to here. It's a little bit manual without any kind of item pipes or funnels or anything like that. It is a little bit nightmarish, but this is something that I can actually work with because I can actually produce the weathered limestone that we're going to need. Because mainly right now I just want to get a place started to where we're not getting attacked by beetles, and we can kind of get the build started up. And then once we can go to the nether, then we can start doing grindstones and start either that or we just find nether quartz, and then we can get grindstones and we can start doing the whole process from cobblestone and not having to farm sand for that, which will be good. But now we can place down what's going to be the very first blocks of our build, our actual build, which is going to be our weathered limestone. We're going to keep it as weathered limestone, not go with any kind of brick. I don't believe. I know this is broken. I got to fix it. But we're not going to go with any kind of like special brick because I think this weathered limestone is what's going to look best for us. So, and then probably do that. Just bring it out as a box for the time being, and then we are going to make it look a little bit spiffy. I think I've got a pretty good plan. So, once again, my idea is that we're going to have this build, we're going to have some areas that are like these structures, or like part of this one main structure, which is going to be made out of the weathered limestone, and then the lunar stone, and then we're going to have, we're going to be using a little bit of umber as well. And that's going to comprise the main part of the build, and then we are also going to have kind of these wilder areas where we do our nature magic, and then we're going to have the underground areas where we do our occult magic. So, I think this is going to be actually come out there, and then this part's going to come out back pretty straight. We'll have quite a few straight angles with this, but it's all going to be kind of part of the same main structure. But starting, I kind of want to start with this one, this part of the build, because of the fact that this is going to give us a defended place so that we can actually like work and not have beetles spawning, which is kind of my goal. I'm just going to run that out for now. I think whenever I break this, I get I get weathered cobblestone. So then I'm going to have to do it through the encased fan, but that's fine. Oh, actually, we got a one of the spiders. There we go. One of the spiders from this dimension. Really, at this point, what I should do, it's not going to be a huge upgrade, but let's go ahead and get some pie rope also. We'll go pie rope, chest, legs, and boots for the time being. And that way I've at least got some armor and maybe I can take a hit. We do lose the protection too, but I think the... Oh, actually, no, these are going to be better than the pie rope legs for the time being. And we do have a couple headpieces here. I'm just going to take this diamond one and we're going to wear that. That way we at least have some decent level of armor at the moment. At least better than we had. So, and I wanted to go ahead and pop you guys in order to show you the progress thus far. You can see I'm actually up to 8 additional hearts now, just from eating basically everything I could find in the chest, or at least most things within the chest. But If we take a look right down here, you will see I've started kind of expanding this out. Basically just the outline that we had ran a little bit ago. And kind of building this out, which is just going to lead to our Everdawn portal. So we can travel back to the overworld, and adding on some of these side rooms. Now this area here that's like lunar cobblestone and cobblestone, this isn't actually going to be visible. I think we're going to try to get some carpet laid down through this hallway and stuff. And also the framed blocks. I've got to figure out exactly what block I want for those, but just kind of starting to get the interior section done, then we've got to work on the exterior, but it's going to be a little bit more tricky. We're actually going to have to use scaffolding or something like that to do that, but yeah, just kind of getting a general frame of a portion of the build in place. But so and I don't think I've died since the encased fan death, so everything's been pretty smooth. The spiders, the poison from the spiders is a little bit, oh god. I'm gonna leave him be. I'm gonna work back home. I've noticed I can just let these despawn if I get beetles. Spiders I can deal with no problem, but the beetles are a little bit nasty. I think I've actually got, well, I've got 3,000 blood, and that's just kind of passive whilst building, so not too bad. Okay, I wanted to pop you guys back in. This will probably be the final time this episode, but to show you the progress thus far, because I have been working on this, kind of getting the roughly what the general interior style is going to be, getting that all in place. The exterior is still just a box, and the top isn't done, but you can see right here, this is kind of what I'm going to be going for a lot of the interior sections. Of course, I don't have decorations set up. The lighting is just all over the place right now. But I'm going with the lunar logs and the lunar stone. I'm also going with the raw moonstone, which you can get mining, like we saw it when we first spawned into this area. Off over in this area here, you can come across that. Framed blocks with the lunar bricks. The weathered limestone, then we have the umber, and then we've got a mix of chipped black carpet and the llama purple carpet down through here. This area is probably going to end up being some kind of a little storage section, our initial storage section, until we get into probably occultism and can refine storage. And then probably what I'll do is keep the storage there and then just put cobwebs like it's like an area that we no longer use. And then above this raw moonstone, I am planning on putting glowstone, probably chipped glowstone up there. However, or there's actually a few other options if we can go to the end or the nether or something like that, or other dimensions I might do up there. But that can wait because I don't really have access to anything nice as far as lighting goes to put up there. Well, I might, but I don't think so. And then our portal down here, we do have some really nice braziers from the decorative blocks mod, so I'll put those in there. And I've got to kind of decorate out the back and stuff behind the portal. And then this area here is going to open up to kind of a balcony here, and then kind of a walkway leading downwards right there, I think. And this won't be the top. I think in some cases we may use the raw moonstone as sort of like a clear window, like a ceiling window in some cases or something, but for right now we're just going to use it as kind of ceiling lighting, sort of, with this using the raw moonstone as kind of a transparent block there. And then if we step through, I did do a little bit of just kind of setting us up so we can actually walk through the portal and not worry about dying as soon as we come in. So I did just kind of wall this off. I did get a few sheep, and I've kind of bred them out a little bit just with the hay that we had looted, because I have yet to actually build farms. So crescent fruit is my food of choice. But funny story, I actually did take these sheep into this dimension because you can lead them through with wheat. You know, just step through and then they'll try to follow and they'll come through the portal. I took them there, set up a pen, started to color them and started to breed them. And then I realized, oh yeah, I don't have grass. And I don't really have like Silk Touch or any real easy access to grass at the moment, so then I had to bring them back out and set them up out here until we get like a grass block or something like that. I don't think that there's anything, I didn't notice like grass seed or anything that comes to mind without touching any mods, you know. And then this just leads down to the mine that we've been using. In that way I don't have to worry about a multitude of mobs jumping me every time I walk through the portal. So just try to make this a little bit safer. We will build it out once I figure out an idea for how we're going to build it out. But for right now, just a cobble wall is fine. That's perfectly fine. So, but yeah, so anyways, we are going to end out this episode here because it's about wrapping up point. I am currently Alex because my internet provider is awesome. Luckily, once again, luckily, I should be changing any day now. But we're going to wrap up this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay updated with when new videos come out. I will say that I came across something and we're going to be checking it out next episode. That's I'm kind of looking forward to checking that out. So we might actually, I might go ahead and start recording the next episode because I want to check it out, but we don't have time this episode. So. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys then.